What's up, guys? So I just picked up a new car for the channel. It's the coolest car I've ever had the pleasure of owning. So you guys know how I had the GTO project that I really haven't even started yet, but now it's all being scrapped. I'm not going to be working on that anymore. Probably just gonna have to use it for parts because I just picked up a Japanese import GTO. So here's what it looks like, guys. This is the real deal, imported. I don't know, it says Great Britain. Not sure, maybe it was imported from Great Britain, but either way, it's a Japanese vehicle. So I'm just gonna call it a Japanese import. But check this out. This thing is so freaking cool. Like, I don't even understand, like, I still can't believe that I actually own this thing. Obviously it's a twin turbo model too, so it's all-wheel drive, twin turbo. And it looks like it's got some goodies on it. So it's got obviously the wheels. I'm not sure if these are original. If you guys know more about these cars, I'd like to know if they are. I don't really think they are. Well, they might be. These might be the original wheels on it, which I actually think look pretty cool. I might just keep them, I'm not sure. But this is like incredible to own this freaking car. This is the first right-hand drive car that I've actually gotten to obviously own, but also just, you know, be able to touch it and not worry about somebody yelling at me. And it just feels incredible, guys. This thing is so freaking cool. The interior is in pretty good shape. The seats look like they've been shampooed a million times, but you know, it is what it is. It's a 92. I actually picked this thing up on Copart. It's actually a pretty funny story when it comes to how I even got into this platform, and how I came to own a right-hand drive import. So a while back, before I even bought the Stealth, or you know, any of the 3000 GT, the white one, I was working on a customer's, I think it was a 94. It was a second gen 3000 GT. It was the SL, so it wasn't, you know, turbo or all-wheel drive or any of that. And then he had an issue where the belt was squealing, the serpentine belt was squealing. I took a look at his engine. Couldn't really see anything right away, you know, nothing stuck out. But I did notice that he had an aftermarket alternator. So I figured, you know, these reman alternators, it wasn't aftermarket, it was like a new replacement. I believe it was probably a reman. But I figured these reman alternators, or anything, all the reman parts, they're kind of hit or miss. So I figured maybe it's that's causing the noise. So I found a used alternator at a local junkyard. And I actually know the guy that owns the junkyard. And so I went out there and I asked him about it. He said, oh, it's in the car, you can go grab it. I get out there and I see that it's a, you know, it's got the all-wheel drive on it. It didn't have the engine in it at the time, but you know, I know that if it's got the all-wheel drive, that means it's twin turbo. And it said twin turbo on the door, so I was like, oh shit, this isn't just any old, you know, Dodge Stealth. This is the twin turbo all-wheel drive model. And I was like, damn, you know, I'd like to see how much he wants for it. So I asked him. Basically he said like $700 or something. And funny part is I ended up buying the alternator off the car and then buying the car right after. So essentially I paid for my own alternator. But I ended up trying the alternator on the other guy's car, and it wasn't even the problem. So, and that's how I got the Stealth RT TT, is just because I went to the junkyard to buy an alternator. So, you know, fast forward a couple months, I picked up the white shell because I picked up the white shell in Georgia because I was gonna swap all the all-wheel drive parts into that, and then like I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something like that, I have no idea why, or you know, I wasn't looking for another car. I was just no idea why, but I was like, you know what? Let me see what they have on Copart for 3000 GTs. Again, I have no idea why. I never really checked the auctions, but I was like, yeah, whatever. And I looked it up. The first car I saw was this one, and there's no particular reason why I clicked on it, because all it said was 3000 GT. Didn't say VR4, it didn't say GTO, it didn't say twin turbo, nothing. It actually said that it was an automatic transmission in this thing. So yeah, I just randomly clicked into it, and then I was looking at the pictures and I was like, wait a minute, those are the you know, JDM taillights in this thing, because they got the amber turn signals. And then I looked at it for another minute and I was like, wait a minute, the steering wheel's on the wrong side. And that's and then I also noticed that it had the active aero rear wing, and those three reasons those three things is the only reason why I bought this car. You know, they've been imported without the twin turbo, without the all-wheel drive, so that was a gamble because the auction said the hood wouldn't open. When I met up with the guy to pick it up last night, popped the hood right open, opened up, no problem. But yeah, so that's it. The description said 92 3000 GT with an automatic trans. That's all I knew about it. Besides the few pictures, you know, obviously the right-hand steering wheel is a giveaway that it's obviously an import. But the twin turbo and all-wheel drive, that was a gamble. I wasn't sure because the pictures aren't low quality. I didn't see that the twin turbo logo on the side of the screen or the glass over here. So yeah, it was a gamble, but it paid off. I won it for 3,500. I have about 49 in it right now as it sits here. Alright guys, so there's some unfortunate news, but nothing we can't fix. As you can see, the transmission, where it mounts, where the mount bolts into the bracket, it completely broke off. So I'm gonna try to weld it, and we'll see. Maybe when I cut that rail off, 'cause I'm out to replace probably half of it, I'll weld it up and put the rail in. We're gonna be doing a full rebuild on the channel, so stay tuned. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Follow along for the next video. Hopefully we'll get this thing running soon. I'm trying to get the frame done on it ASAP to get it out of here so it's not sitting outside. Get it back in the shop, the other shop, where I can kind of work on it a little bit more. So thank you guys for watching. See ya.